It's finally here. It's finally here. Hi everyone, it's me, Gurgly Turtle, and today I'm going to be reviewing, for the first time ever, an album. And it's going to be Trench by 21 Pilots.
Yay! No!
So this is not just the first album that I've ever reviewed, but it's the first album I've listened to at all. I've never listened to a full album before, so this is sort of a big thing for me. I'm kind of excited, but also it means I don't have much experience with reviewing albums, so keep that in mind going forward. I'm gonna go over each song individually, then at the end I'm gonna present my thoughts of the album as a whole and give it a score out of 10. The first track on this album is Jumpsuit, which was released as a single before the album came out, and I thought it was fantastic. I even added it to Gurgalicious. The chorus is fantastic with this really heavy guitar. The jumpsuit metaphor regarding attention that you get being famous is very good. I love Tyler Joseph's vocals and how he sort of progresses from just sort of unsteady to just full on losing it in the final chorus. The next song, Levitate, was also released as a single before the album came out, and it's not as good, but it is still decent. It has really impressive rapping over a decent beat, but there's very little substance to it. It's very short. It just feels incomplete, but what's given is decent. The song Morph has a nice melody, infectious production, but the pitchy chorus is just barely saved by these really good ad-libs. My Blood is composed of great verses and pre-chorus, but has an extremely underwhelming chorus, again with the pitchy vocals. The production, the vocals, the atmosphere, the lyrics, everything leading up to the chorus is perfection. But the chorus itself is just underwhelming. Chlorine has a great chorus and this really awesome, haunting atmosphere, but it's about 2 minutes too long. It sort of overstays its welcome. This decent outro that it gives almost makes up for it, but still could have gone without it, really. Could have ended around 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it just didn't. The production progression regarding Smithereens is predictable. From the first few measures, I could tell what the song would sound like in the next minute. What I did not expect was Tyler Joseph's pitchy vocals. One of the running problems throughout the album. Sometimes the vocals are fantastic. Other times he just goes into these really awful hi-hats. The hi-hats at their worst are on Smithereens. Decent melody and decent percussion. Even that's a little shaky in consistency regarding quality. Neon Gravestones, there's this fantastic, haunting build-up and progression to such again, a very underwhelming chorus with awful auto-tuning on Joseph's vocals. The verses and the choruses are chopped into different sections with very little transition, and on top of that, the outro is also very forced. The song The Hype sounds a lot like Wonderwall by Oasis. It has a good bridge, however. The sprinkles of ukulele make a nice build-up. It doesn't clash with these rising vocals, and despite it sounding a lot like Wonderwall, the final chorus is decent. The instrumental deconstruction near the outro is good. The song Nico and the Niners at first sounded a lot just like a generic album cut the first time I heard it when it was released as a single, but over time it has grown on me a lot. It has this infectious production, and Tyler Joseph just brings so much energy to his performance. It's a strange sounding song. It sounds infectious though. The lyrics are a little iffy. I'm this when I'm that, I'm red when I'm green, I'm up when I'm down, I'm sad when I'm happy. Just all these opposites. I get that it's just supposed to be weird and nonsensical, but it doesn't fully work. The switch up in the last minute or so of the song is fantastic. Definitely one of the highlights on the entire album. The song Cut My Lip has an infectious chorus with great production and these soaring vocals. And for once, the section in this song where Tyler hits a hi-hat isn't too shrill. Following that, we get Bandito, which is this depressing sound, immersive, atmospheric song. It's just meant to be felt, and it's really good. It just overstays its welcome to a point where it gets a little frustrating. This could have been 3 minutes, and it was 5 minutes. Pet Cheetah is another highlight. Just all these strange elements, really weird lyrics. They're the kind of weird lyrics that work. It really just interests me more than it confuses me. Something that this band is very good at is just taking ideas that would be really cool to an angry 7-year-old and just owning them. Owning a cheetah in your basement and naming it Jason Statham, if pulled off by anyone else, might not work, but these guys don't care how nonsensical they are, and they make this hard, grungy song. The line referring to the song's title just kicks this burst of energy into the song, and it just suddenly gets harder and more exciting. It's got this fantastic, otherworldly outro with this strange vocal sample of Tyler Joseph saying Pet Cheetah, just writing this melody over this warped percussion. It sounds great. The song Legend should have been the outro song. I'm not sure why it wasn't. The instrumental swell is very nice, and I like the ukulele in the song. I don't like that it wasn't the last track. The last track was Leave This City, where this poorly handled auto-tune is followed by an actual good use of drums. Despite the fact that this shouldn't be the album's closing track, the outro to this song is satisfying. And it leaves the album on a decent note. Trench by 21 Pilots. Some of the problems that run throughout this album are the runtime. Very few songs feel like they last the perfect amount of time. If I had some exceptions, it would be Nico and the Niners, Cut My Lip, and Pet Cheetah. Anything under 4 minutes just felt like it should have been longer. Anything over 4 minutes just should have been way shorter. I'm not trying to be picky, I'm just saying that for the types of songs that they were, the runtime should have been different for each one. Another problem was the hi-hats that Tyler Joseph delivers. I've mentioned this, but it's still a problem. Other than that, though, there are no songs on this album that I would call bad. And I genuinely like most of them. It has consistently good production. When Tyler isn't squealing, he actually has some very good vocals. Songs like Jumpsuit have great metaphors, and other songs like what's it called? Other songs like Neon Gravestones feel very forced with just the corniest outro. Respect your elders. Just respect the people before you. Overall, I like this album. I'm feeling a 7 out of 10. The list of every song in the album ranked from my favorite to least favorite down below, along with a rating out of 5. Tell me what other albums, songs, movies, or other types of videos I should review or make. See you guys later. I'm Gurgly Turtle. Stay gurglicious. Hold on. I didn't make any click jokes yet. No more red. Red's bad. Because red was the main color of Blurry Face. And now it's yellow. So it would be really disrespectful for me to have any red in this review. I just have to cover this in yellow. I'm getting bored. This is really stupid.